Hi, this is Jim Hensel, Portland, Oregon. I'm making a combination slat board and screen bottom board all in one. This is the so here it is. Maybe the place to start is here. Here's the front entrance with a front stoop. You can see here the slat. I haven't built those yet, but there's a board on the quarter of an inch down from the upper surface of this board. The hive bodies will sit on top here. So you can see this landing board is only the width of a 2x6. And there I'm going to put cleats on. We'll see that in a minute. So the next step is to put on the screen on the bottom. And this is 1/8 inch or number 8 hardware cloth. I just cut it to actually the inside dimension from the edge of this board to this one, to this vertical. Because I'm going to put cleats across, as you'll see here in a second. So the screen is actually to the inside edge of this board. So just to clarify, this is a regular, the outside dimensions of this box are the same as your hive body. This is a 1x6, that's the length of the width of your hive body. And it overhangs beyond to act as a landing board by a couple of inches. The exact overhang amount is left up to you. And so then I'm going to put on the screen. I made some cleats. These happen to be redwood. A little bit of Type on 3 glue. Just want to make sure that the hive ends up off of anything so that the screened bottom board will work. These are 1.5 inch stainless steel 1/4 inch staples. So there you can see the cleats, one in the back here, one in the front. This cleat's just a little bit deeper than the 1x6 that's here, so that the stand will sit up, or this bottom board will sit up off the screen, so that anything that falls through isn't going to be in direct contact with the screen. So then these are 1/2 inch, I think they're 7/16 wide by 1/2 inch long staples I'm using. The cleat, which is here, let's see, here, and you can just see part of it sticking out here, allows me then to staple down the screen. And I'll do that in a second. Here this cleat that's underneath here sticks, let's see, this cleat sticks past this end board by 3/4 of an inch. There's enough room here to staple the screen down. And the cleat that's here, it's here, also sticks past the access from this top board by enough to staple it down. This bottom board and this flat board here, the bottom board is this board is 3/4 of an inch towards the front from this board. This is a 1x4, so it's actually 3.5 inches, and it's recessed about 1/4 of an inch below. So this is going to be letting it sit like this. There'll be 3/4 of an inch here. The next step, of course, is to make the grid of the slats that goes in here. This is to help control airflow that comes in immediately from the front. So this is the last thing to build, a grid. I happen to use 8 frame equipment, so these are 3/4 inch by 1/2 inch thick, but they could be 3/4 by 3/4. I just happen to have 1/2 inch thick. And there's the 3/4 inch gap between each one, and then about a 3/8 inch gap at the outside. That fits in here. I think you can see in this corner, maybe this corner here, and this corner here, you can see that I've put little posts up to hold up the grid at the right height. So when the grid, and the back side of the grid is just another one of these 3/4 by 1/2, and I've just glued and stapled with inch staples to make the grid. And so then the grid sits on 4 posts that are the right height to hold the grid at the same height at this board. And this board is 1/4 of an inch below the surface here. These side boards are 3 inches thick. So if I put the grid in like this, you can see that it's flush up here, and it's about 1/4 of an inch down all the way around here. These are intended to line up with where the bottoms of the frames would be. So that's a completed screened bottom slat, or screened slat bottom board, I guess maybe would be to say it. So the rest of the dimensions are standard. There's no reason to repeat them here, but just to repeat the ones of importance. These are 3. This is 3 inch all the way around except for the front. It's 2 1/4 to leave a 3/4 inch gap. I'm going to build entrance reducers that'll slide in there. The order of the way these boards are put together, this is a full width board so that the staples are going in this way. This is a short board so that the staples are going in this way. I did that because the next board down here has staples in this way. So the ones in the end come in this way, then these go this way, so that's a nice lock joint. In the back, the staples are going in from the side, and then the cleat in the bottom is is the full width, and so it's going down into the outside board, and the same thing in the front. The cleat and the landing board are both being full width, and they're being stapled in, so that I have in the end these joints that are interlocked, so it'll be harder for the box to pull apart. So enjoy the screened slat bottom board.